Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn Playwright Actions by automating a real form using DemoQA website. So we will cover typing, clicking, keyboard actions, file upload and drop down handling step by step. So let's start. So first we can understand what is Playwright and why actions are important in automation testing. So Playwright is very powerful automation tool and we are using for end-to-end testing of web applications. And in Playwright we have different actions. So actions in Playwright help us simulate real user behavior like entering text, clicking button and interacting with UI element. So first we need to do project setup. In my previous video we already did the project setup, so you can refer this video and you can install the Playwright. So first we can open any website. So here I am opening DemoQA website. So let's open my Playwright project. So this is the Playwright action file. I have created action Playwright JavaScript file. So here I have used this DemoQA website, and when we want to navigate to the application, we need to use the page.goto. So let me copy this URL. We can open on the browser. So we will practice on this form for the Playwright actions. So first we will understand which locator we can use in our code. We have different here text box. So for name we can right click on this, click on inspect, and we will see which locator we can use for the first name. So for first name here we can see id equal to first name. So hash id css locator we can use, and we can add the value of the first name. So let me open in project. Here for filling form we are use the fill method to upload the value in the text box. So here I have used the hash id name first name and this is the value. Same for the last name, I have used the fill method and value is scalar. And same for the email, I have used the user email id value and fill method to enter data into the email text box, and this is the email value. So let me open the website. We can use for the last name id is the last name, and for email we can see id is the user email. Now we have gender, we have this radio button. So let me explain the code first. For a click radio button we need to use the click. So in this case we are clicking on the label instead of radio button because the actual input is hidden. So let me open the website and let me highlight the radio button. Here we can see label locator we need to use. Title for gender radio dash 1 and value is male. So I have selected male. So we can see in the code label locator we use. So after that we have phone number text box. So for this I have used the fill method to enter the data. So here is the hash ID value name is the user number and here is the value. So let me open the website. We can check the which locator we have. So phone number and here is the ID user number. So we already used the user number and so we have keyboard actions. So Playwright always supports keyboard actions. Using keyboard.press, we can simulate key presses like page down, enter or tab. So here we use it to scroll the page. So we use the page down method. And after that we have hobbies section. So let me open the website. We can check which locator used for the hobbies. Let me click on this and we have label locator and we need to check for the sports. Hmm. Here we need to use the label locator and title for hobby checkbox dash 1 and we have sports. So here I have selected all the hobbies sports reading and music. So we can check in the code. I have click on all the hobbies using label locator and after that we need to upload the file. So let me open the website. We have this picture and we need to upload the file. So upload the file. We have the label let me open the code and here we have id. We use the id upload picture and here is the value of the file. We need to pass the path of the file. So let me open here. We have id upload the picture. So in the here I have kept the file in test folder. We have test data and here I have kept the test data PDF file. So we can upload this file into the form. So for upload the file, we need to use the set input file method. Now we need to scroll down. So we need to use a scroll into view if needed method. To ensure the element is visible before interacting, we use scroll into view if needed method. This helps avoid errors like element not visible. So for select state, let me open the website page down and we have state and city and here we need to click enter, type and then enter. We have keyboard actions. For select state, we have drop down. First we need to click to open the drop down, then type a value using the keyboard and then finally press the enter and enter to select it. So let me open the website. Here first we need to click to open the drop down. Then type the value. We can type any value and then we can press enter to select it. So let me open the code so we can use the keyboard actions. Same for the select city. We can click to open the drop down for the city. Then we can type the value using the keyboard, and then we can press enter to select it. And after that we need to submit the form. So for this we need to use the click method. Once all the fields are filled, we can submit the form. And we have this submit button. Let me highlight this button, and here ID is the submit. So we already use the ID submit. So we already written the code, so we can run this code and we will check the output of this. So let me open the terminal, and for the playwright test execution we can use the npx playwright test, then file name and hyphen hyphen project and equal to Firefox. I need to execute on the Firefox. Enter. So here you can see test case is started running, browser is open, website is loading, it's open, enter the name and all the details, and form is submitted successfully. So here test case is pass, but our execution is very fast, so we can add some wait, and we can check what is happening during the execution. So we can use a wait page dot wait for timeout, and we can give the any timeout value, and it's a hard wait in the playwright. So let me give the wait here, a wait page dot wait for time out, and then we can give the value. I am giving 1500 millisecond. So we can pause the execution for 1.5 seconds before moving to the next steps. So I will add for the every steps so we can see the output easily. I have added the hardware. So let me save this code. Now we can execute this code. Same, we can use the command npx playwright test, then file name hyphen hyphen project equal to Firefox. Let me enter. Now test case is started running. Browser will open. Website is loading. Enter the name, enter the last name, enter the email value, selected the gender, enter the mobile number, selected hobbies, uploaded file, selected city, selected Delhi, and submitted. And here we can see the form is submitted successfully. So let's quickly recap what we learn. We have used fill method for the enter the value in the text box, and also we use the click method for the interaction, and also we use the keyboard actions, press, type, and handling drop down using keyboard, and also we use the send input files method for uploading. So thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. See you in next tutorial. Thank you.